You. So what's good? I'm in traffic and probably outside of Richmond right now on the way home. I took care of that shipment. I got the 5 shipments taken care of. I learned a lot from doing the first shipment. I finished it and it took me such a long time. So I'm really glad it did though, because like I said, I learned so much. I learned what size boxes to do. I learned, that would save me money. I learned that I don't need a barcode scanner because mine wasn't working. I can do it manually, so right now that's fine. I can do that. And then, if I'm scaling this business, I'm gonna have to use a barcode scanner eventually. But I learned that, and then I also learned to try to put up items that are the same. So like if I was doing books, have the whole thing be books, because I did VHS tapes, a few different versions of VHS tapes, older models and like a little bit newer models, and altogether I had 5 different locations that I needed to ship these products to. So that was 5 different charges of shipping. One was 1 VHS tape, one was 3 VHS tapes. You know what I'm saying? So if I did all books, and they'd probably go to the same location. If not, maybe 2 locations, which would save me a lot more money than doing 5 different locations. So I learned that. And also, I went to the Richmond Library. I didn't see, there was like one little rack. It was a really nice library, and there was one small rack of books, and they were mostly in pretty bad shape. And I didn't have my FBA scanner anyway, so I kind of sifted through, trying to see, using my Amazon seller app, and I didn't find anything. But I did go to the Richmond University School bookstore, and I took a picture of the books for English 101 and Math 101 and law, first courses in law and in science. English is probably the cheapest book, so I probably won't use those, but I'll definitely try to get the law books, the science books and the math books. Those cost the most money, but they were for spring classes, so I think I'm gonna make a note and get those books now or in the summer, and then try to resell them in the spring, and then try to get early August, first, I guess, fall semester course books now or in the summer, and try to resell those too, because there's a lot of money in that, and those is the biggest times in selling books is in December and January, August, and September. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. Go to probably, Duke and NC State, Wake Forest, just like the biggest schools around, and go to the bookstore and say, okay, this is what they need for these classes. Let me either get them online or from wherever, and then on Amazon put it in the FBA, get it on Prime, and people are gonna buy those. So yeah, I don't know if I can do that online or have to physically go. Either way, I'll do it and try to get these books ahead of time, so that anyone that's going to school around here is going to get those books, and like I said, it's going to sell well. Other than that, when I get home, I'm going to eat, probably shower. I didn't spend much. Actually, I didn't go to work at all today, and I'm not going to work tomorrow because I'm just so fascinated in what I'm doing. And if I went to work today, I wouldn't have been able to ship my items, because I get 2 15-minute breaks, and they're actually you guys already know, it's a 15-minute break, but you have to scan an item, and then by the time you go to the break room, spend say 5 minutes there, it's been 12 minutes, and then you have to have a scanned item by the next 15 minutes. So it's really like a 5-minute break. And same thing with lunch. So the lunch is like a 25-minute break. But either way, I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere to ship these items. And so I just didn't go. And I came here instead. But yeah. So yeah, and I also want to force myself kind of to understand, like, okay, so if you're not working, then that check next week is going to be low. Cause I'm working a little bit, but not a lot, so it kind of gets me off that crutch to where I'm like, okay, well, I'll be okay because I'll get a check next week. And I will get a check, but it won't be like enough. So I want to force myself to go, okay, you're not getting money, so how the fuck are you going to make money to be able to afford the bills that you have? And that's where I'm like, this shit gets real, and it gets more interesting and more fun, because I'm like, you know, what am I doing now to develop enough money to pay my bills? And it's constantly asked, you know, today and then tomorrow and the next day. So it's ongoing grind, and I like that. So other than that, I'll probably hit you guys up tonight and talk some more about some stuff that I'm doing. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.